And welcome. Come on into class. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Let me make sure my devices are off. All right, well, I didn't mean to do that, y'all. I got some new stuff here. All right. Oh, hey, Mona. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce myself. Welcome back. I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. Welcome to class. You all are Maggie scholars. You've named yourself that. I'm so happy that you're here. I'm a boy mom times two, and I am a home cooker. That's what they used to call me. I've been on a health and wellness journey, and I am maintaining a 75-pound weight loss with at least 25 more to go. I've completely changed the way that I eat and snack by getting tested for food sensitivities. Those are my test results on the back. So I just basically have a list of foods that I can have and a list of foods that I have to avoid. And for me, the food sensitivity test was a cheek swab on the inside and then some hair samples. And so all of the recipes and all of the cooking demonstrations that I do here are simple foods. Hey, Wally, simple foods that I would cook for the family. Hey, Mona. Hey, Amethyst. Yes, welcome, welcome. These are all recipes that I would cook or have cooked, but for me, I substitute out the ingredients that have been approved for me. We'll always talk through the whole recipe, the full flavor option if you can have that. But I had always struggled with my weight, and I finally found something that worked because the extra weight that I was carrying around, over 40, I'm 46 now, was turning into borderline like cholesterol, elevated blood pressure, and I was pre-diabetic. And now all of that is normal with no medication. So I'm just here to share my journey with you all. Thank you so much for being here. You're actually here to hold me accountable because I only eat when I come live for you so that I can stay disciplined and you guys can help me age gracefully. We have a channel sponsor in the house. Oh my goodness. I am forever grateful. Those of you all who want to support me, I have some new technology, y'all. I'm trying. Let's see if this works. But I am just so happy that you all are here. This is month 3 of Maggie, the substitute teacher. Please, if you like what I'm doing, like and subscribe on YouTube, even if you're watching me on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. That helps the channel to grow. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, on all platforms. We have a goal that we're trying to grow to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Right now, I'm about 630. And in full transparency, once you get to 1,000, then you're eligible for monetization. But if you want to support the channel and tip the teacher, I'm always grateful. I'll never ask, but I have to say thank you so much to Condemnia. I wasn't paying attention because I'm cooking on these live streams, and he gave a very generous donation to support the channel when we did his special request omelet. So I do have a Cash App. It's $M Brown. Hopefully you guys can see it there. I also have a Venmo. I don't know what that says. Is it Margaret A. Brown? You guys can see there's a barcode there, or I think my information is there. And then I also have a PayPal. So if you want to support the channel, I appreciate everything. Thank you just for being here and engaging. I didn't think anybody would really be interested in this, but every time you guys tune in, it makes me incredibly happy. So completely optional, but thank you. If you choose to donate, then you are our channel sponsor once and done as far as I'm concerned. So thank you so much, Condemnia. All right, so commercial is off. Let's see, y'all, I have not eaten today. All I've had is unsweet tea. So we're gonna do brunch. I'm gonna do a few things, sit back, relax. I'll cook and then I'll eat and we can chat as we always do. So I'm gonna start with a little bit of chips and salsa, and then I'm gonna make Maggie cakes And I think maybe I'll start with the turkey bacon. I'm going to make a candied bacon. So I'll show you guys my way and we'll talk about the full flavor way as well. So come on in and get comfortable in class. I'm just going to start sharing with you guys things that, in my head, I'm like, yeah, everybody knows that, but I'm just going to say it. So if it's a repeat or you already knew that, that's fine. But please bear with me. For someone who's always struggled with weight, and now, like I said, I've completely changed the way that I eat. One of the things that I realize is that the hunger swings that I used to have, y'all know what hangry is. I do get hungry, but yesterday I was fasting. I did the egg fast. And then today, where I am, I'm in the Atlanta area. It's around 2 p.m. And all I've had is unsweet tea. So for about a day and a half, I haven't eaten. Clearly, I'm okay. But I know when I used to eat the standard American diet, y'all, we've all been there, ripping and running, going through the drive-through, waiting till you're so hungry that you don't care, that you overeat. You swing from like starving and famished. But when you make some changes, if you want to foods that your body processes well, it takes longer to digest, and so you don't go from I need to eat something to I have to eat something, and then you're cranky. um Miss Lady, you're fasting. Yeah, yesterday was my fast, I understand. Well, I'm so glad that you're here. It's a virtual meal and the calories don't count. So I'm going to take my time. I got some feedback that I seem a little rushed and I know I can talk really fast. So I'm going to try and slow down and just enjoy this Sunday afternoon with you all. A couple of additional commercials. Hopefully, you guys saw. I'm so honored that Suzette Speaks has asked me to join her show as a guest, and this will be tomorrow, Monday. Oh, Miss Mona, if you would put it in there. It's going to be 9:15 p.m. And this one is going to be exciting, you guys, since you're here. Thank you, Mona. Um, this one is going to be different. So if you all saw my interview with Uncle Stu, the old man on the block, who's a great YouTuber, please check out his channel and support him if you like what he's doing. It was a conversation, and we just talked a little bit about Maggie, my upbringing, and just some questions that he had. And so I asked Suzette Speaks, who reached out to me, is this going to be another conversation or what would you like? Y'all, she's asking me to do a demonstration. So I'm very excited, a little bit nervous, but not really. But here's the inside scoop. So Suzette, like all of us, is trying to make healthier changes. I won't put her business out there, but she's looking at starting, some different menu items. And so she left me. She sent me the list of her approved foods, and she's like, I'm not really good at like cooking and prepping, and so I have her list of foods. So tomorrow, while she's interviewing me, I'm going to cook and I'm going to come up with some like a hot meal, maybe a cold meal, an on-the-go meal for Suzette Speaks. So exciting, but yeah. So that'll be tomorrow night, Monday, 9:15 p.m. Yes, April 25th. So thank you so much, Mona, the moderator. What would I do without you? Y'all, I'm hungry. So please, again, Mona, please shout out your channel. If you all have a channel or a business, please put it in the comments and we'll put it on the screen. You guys are here to support me, so I want to support you. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands and make a quick snack. So again, on the hunger scale, I'd say I'm about a 2. You guys have heard me say this before, but a nutritionist that I used to see said, think of hunger on a scale from 0 to 10, where 0 is you're hangry and cranky, and we all know how that goes. And then 10 is you're so full, you're almost nauseous. Like, why did I do that? So you want to try and eat when you're about a 2 or 3. I'd say I'm a 2 now, where, I could eat something, but you're not so hungry that you overdo it. And then you want to stop eating when you're about an 8, like, okay, I'm not hungry anymore, I'm satisfied. You don't want to push yourself to being, nauseously full. I'm going to do some chips and salsa. So my substitute, since I can't have gluten, you guys have seen these before, I'm using these. And links are coming in the description if they're not already there. I got this at Walmart. I think you can also order directly from the ground up. You can also order, I think, BJ's, but these are tortilla chips made from cauliflower. So you can see here that they look like tortillas. They taste like tortillas. Y'all, I've used them in the taco salad. I've also used them in the nachos that we made, and they hold up their weight really, really well. I know, Amethyst, I'm excited too. So my portion is 16 crackers or chips per day. I know, and yes, I count. I always portion my food out into a little container. This is just a little Pampered Chef. I think it's like a little measuring cup, but I know I could eat about a handful. I never eat out of the bag. And I even tell the kids to serve yourself what you want and then put the container away, because when you just eat out of the bag, you overeat. And then for me, it leaves a mess. And then especially if it's something I can't have, I don't want to keep walking back and forth with Doritos out. All right, so let me count my 16. Hey, Rianne. Welcome in, class. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys what I have. So I counted 16. I ate a piece of one. These are going to go back in the bag. So this is going to go back in the pantry, and I'll tell you guys why I did that. Hey, Cigars with Meg. Like I said, portion control has been a big part of my success. You don't want to feel deprived. So a lot of times you can still eat some of the same stuff. You just don't want to overdo it. So if I know that my portion of crackers or chips is 16, I get a container and I count out 16. So I know what it looks like visually. You guys see me when I'm cooking, oftentimes I eyeball stuff. That just means that I've done it so many times by measuring, I kind of can, estimate what it's going to look like. So the next time I go to get these chips, I haven't had these chips before, they're new. I know when I pour it out of the bag, or if I grab it out of the bag like this, it's kind of, overflowing. This is nice, I could drizzle some salsa on there. I'm just gonna pour. But that helps with the portion control. And I'm just using regular old grocery store chunky salsa. If you can have tomatoes and peppers, this is a great snack for me. You guys will hear and see the crunch. This counts as a vegetable. I love salsa. You could do fresh pico. You could do whatever you like. But these cauliflower chips with the salsa on them, you guys can see they hold up their weight well. Mm. A little spicy, but I like it. Yes, thank you. Please hit the like button on the way in. It really helps the channel to grow. I haven't eaten anything today, so I am going to cook, but I needed something. So this is my kitchen snack. Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. I should have everything ready for you, but I'm just going to. Okay, so Leanne is asking if the salsa has sugar in it. You know what? Let's check. It shouldn't because I try to avoid sugar, but let me get the nutrition facts. So I don't know if you can tell right there, it says 1 gram of sugar. So great question, Leanne. So what I eat, and this is the Pace Chunky Medium, chunky. What I eat is lean protein, some veggies and fruits, the lower sugar ones, very little starch, and as close to zero sugar as I can. Again, these chips and salsa, these are made from cauliflower, which is a great substitute for me. So you can have the chips and salsa experience without having grains because I'm also sensitive to gluten. I don't count calories or carbs, but I do check for sugar. Sugar is highly addictive and highly inflammatory. And what I learned, and y'all, I love sweets. You know, you're gonna see me make all kind of sweet stuff, starting with this bacon that I said I was gonna do. What I learned is that there is a lot of additional sugar put in stuff that's not even supposed to be sweet. I want to save my sweet or my sugar for something that's supposed to be sweet. So just even if you're not trying to watch your sugar, turn over the back of your like pasta sauce, ketchups, salsas, and just see how much additional sugar is in there. And then try to find the zero sugar added options if you can. All right, so I'm going to be making, sorry y'all, moving fast. I'm going to be making pancakes and bacon, a little twist, a little Maggie twist. So I'll walk you guys through it. It says Sunday brunch. I know it's lunchtime, but you could have this anytime. If you guys have been here, you know about the Maggie cakes. I got a new goat cheese I want to try. So I'm going to start by lining my tray with foil. I have an air fryer that's also like a little mini oven. So I'm just going to put the foil on there for easy cleanup. Get our little Maggie apron on. Merch is coming. I'm working on it. You guys have asked for aprons. If you want a little sneak peek into the avatar, go to my YouTube community tab, and I post there every day. I go live every day because, like I said, I go live when I'm eating. So you guys help keep me accountable so that I can age gracefully. But you'll see the avatar that I put on there. Um, oh, my lawn guy is here, so if you hear the motion sensor, maybe I should turn it off. I don't know. All right, let's move on. But merch is coming. You guys asked for adult size aprons, my OCD, and kid size aprons. So we're gonna have that plus more. And again, in full transparency, you know, any of the links and any of the stuff that I'm setting up on the store, that's another way to support the channel if you want to. Completely optional. You guys just being here makes my day. All right. I just put some foil on the bottom tray. This is like the drip tray. I do this often. I don't use the oven as much because I'm just cooking for one. But if I, sometimes I'll put foil down there, especially if it's anything that can bubble and splatter, and I almost always do it in the air fryer. I'm going to be doing turkey bacon, but this works just as well with full flavor bacon. I use regular thick cut bacon. The boys love it. Titanium! Oh, Mona, titanium. Oh my goodness. Y'all are, oh, you haven't had, oh, condemn you. You are in for a treat, my dear. I love the Maggie cakes. I love my own food. Y'all, it's a blessing and a curse, but it's a blessing. I'll talk to you guys while I'm cooking. You know, my mom, you all know Nana, Principal Nana. Nana's been deemed principal in our class. I'm the teacher. But mom taught me to cook. I grew up in a traditional immigrant family. I was born in Ghana, so my family's African. And, you know, we came here when I was 1. And so since I was like under 10 years old, Maggie in the kitchen. So I didn't really have a choice. But now it's my happy place. Oh, let me show you guys what I'm using. This is just regular old butterball turkey bacon. Again, if you can have the good stuff, please have it for me, but I'm still trying to get the rest of this weight off. So turkey bacon has been approved for me. Y'all know it's kind of like deli meat. We're not even gonna pretend, but there is a way to make it more palatable. So I'm gonna line it on the tray and then I'll walk you guys what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, you guys are so funny. I love this chat. I love our little community of people who just love to eat because I love to cook. And I'm learning from you all, and it looks like you're learning from me, or you're just happy to be here. I don't know, but I'm grateful either way. So Mona, you're going to make some, blueberry. Oh yeah, we're having blueberry pancakes, y'all. That's for brunch. Okay, I didn't need to make this many, but I made a tray. So I've got the turkey bacon cold. Again, if you have proper bacon, that works well too. And then you want to do, especially on turkey bacon, I'm going to put some fresh cracked black pepper. That just kind of brings it to life because y'all know, I'm never going to lie to you and say it's amazing. So I really want to be liberal on this. So I just got it on my cutting board here. So I'm going to go over every piece with the pepper grinder. You can use the shakeable pepper too, no problem with that. When you use peppercorn and you grind it fresh, what that does is just cracks open the corn or the seed. I don't know. I'm not a chef. I'm just a home cooker. But it gives you the fresh oil and that pepper experience. It's just like, y'all know fresh is best, but use what you have, okay? We all start somewhere. Oh, Leanne likes crushed red pepper on candied bacon. Yes. Excellent. That is really good. If you like a sweet and spicy, this is a good snack, treat, especially when you use real bacon that's got that nice fat that just kind of like crisps up and melts in your mouth. All right. Titanium, I've heard of beef bacon. I haven't found it in my area. I have heard really good things about it, and I would love to try it, but I have not seen it. So I'm in the Atlanta area. If anybody here has gotten beef bacon, please let me know. All right, so this is what I have so far. You guys can see I just went pretty liberal with the cracked black pepper. And then the other ingredient you need is brown sugar. Mona says she found the beef bacon in Sam's Club. I heard of that Good Shaw's brand, but I'll have to check my Sam's Club. Thank you for saying that. So next we're going to do, it's really just 2 ingredients, or 1 ingredient if you don't need the pepper. I'm just using this brown sugar substitute. So this is Truvia. It says brown sugar blend, which means it's 50% brown sugar and 50% stevia. Honestly, I bought it by accident. I really should have just the stevia, but even if you cut stuff down in half portions, eat what you like, but have a little less of it. Have a mini soda instead of the big one. Just you can start somewhere. All right, I'm gonna get a spoon and then I'm just gonna crumble it on the bacon. Now the tip with this candied bacon is that when you make it, you have to let it cool. Not a long time, but when you take it out of the air fryer or oven or however you cook it, you can't eat it right away because it's still ooey gooey. You want the brown sugar to kind of crystallize so that it snaps like candy. All right, so this is our Truvia. You guys can see this is our Truvia brown sugar substitute. So I'm just going to, I use the spoon in the container. This is what I'm always telling the kids. And then I'm going to put the spoon portion in my hand. Don't put your hand in containers that you share with other people. We don't do that. No. All right. Now I'm going to sprinkle the brown sugar on the bacon pieces pretty liberally. Let's see. I'll get a little bit more. Since brown sugar is kind of like wet sand, you know, you have to massage it a little bit so that it gets everywhere that you want. But I love these sugar substitutes, y'all. There are so many that we've talked about, and that lets you have all of the sweet things that you want without sugar that's going to spike your blood sugar. So, of course, you know, if it's a special treat, yes, but no, on regular occasions. So this is what I have. So this is just turkey bacon with cracked black pepper and brown sugar substitute for me. Needs watches. Oh, Leanne, you use chopsticks. Yes, you can also wrap it around Brussels sprouts. I'll show you guys what I'm going to do. Needs Watches is in the house. Thank you so much for being here. Needs Watches has reached 1,000, so congratulations on your YouTube channel. Please feel free to tell us what your channel is about, and we'll put it on the screen for you. Okay, so you guys know with bacon, especially like proper bacon, it kind of shrivels up and can move as you cook it. So what I do to keep mine from doing that is that I cook it in the air fryer between two of these wire racks. These just came with the air fryer, and so I try to put it as close together as I can, because an air fryer, and we'll talk about this later tonight, a little update. This is my first live for the day. The special item that I wanted yesterday arrived today, so tonight I'm going to be doing a video. Some of you found me from Lead Attorney, and he told me to do a video on my top 5 kitchen appliances, and so I'm getting that ready to go tonight. But what I was going to say about the air fryer is what makes it different is that it has a heat source and it also has a fan. So when you're cooking something very lightweight like bacon, or you guys will see me do the tortillas where we do our little chips, the fan can fling them around and then they don't cook evenly. So this is why I put it like this. All right, let's get it into the air fryer. Okay, Needs Watches is just here for a brunch and a laugh, and I've got Kate Spade on today. All right, I'm not good with temperatures and times. Mom taught me to cook with all of my senses. So I put it on the French fry setting. Anytime I want to crisp something up, so it's about 400. It starts at 15 minutes, but I'm going to keep an eye on it. And when that brown sugar starts to like melt down and caramelize, and the bacon starts to get that brown color to look like bacon, I'll take it out and let it set so that it can cool and crisp up. Y'all, I'm so excited. I was fasting yesterday. Ooh, yes, sir. Needs watches. Okay. All right. Moving along. Let me have a snack. Again, I'm having chips and salsa. I haven't eaten yet today. So these are the cauliflower chips from the ground up, and just paste almost zero sugar salsa. So this counts as a vegetable for me. I'm going to make a beverage, and then we're going to make our pancakes. I have some unsweet tea from Panera. I've shared before, but Panera is a coffee house in my area. If you have them, they have a beverage subscription service, which is $10 a month, unlimited beverages. So that's where, if I'm out and about running errands, I went to service today, I'll get unsweet tea, unsweet coffee, and then I sweeten them myself. You're always going to hear me talking about beverages and condiments. So I'll show you. We did this yesterday, but I'll make another raspberry iced tea. Okay, we're just gonna make a little festive beverage. Um, Salute! Oh my gosh, y'all, look who is in the house. Okay, class, all of you are special. You know you are my scholars, but again, let's be on our best behavior. Miss Suzette Speaks is in the house. And we said it before, but we'll say it again. I'm so excited, and thank you, Mona, my moderator. Suzette is graciously inviting me to interview on her channel tomorrow, which is April 25th. It'll be 9:15 p.m. And this one's going to be a little bit different, you all. It's not going to be just speaking. I'm going to be speaking and cooking at the same time. So without saying too much, Suzette has given me a food list that she's considering, and I'm going to try and come up with about 3 different things from her food list. I like to challenge myself, so you guys feel free to spam me with recipes, and I'll try to come up with something to kind of make it food that we have to eat, that we also want to eat. So thank you, Suzette, for being here. And I'm snacking on chips and salsa. Suzette, let me give you a, Suzette's in class too. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get the chips out so you guys can see. I know people pop in and out, and you're totally welcome to multitask in my class. These I got from Walmart. I think you can also get them online. You can get them, I think my last order was BJ's, but from the ground up. These are tortilla chips made from cauliflower, so it counts as a vegetable for me. And then I just have regular old grocery store taste salsa. I haven't eaten yet today, so I needed some kitchen snacks while we're making our pancakes. Ooh, Suzette, I think you're gonna love this. We've got our candied turkey bacon in the air fryer. It's butterball turkey bacon. With black pepper and brown sugar. So for me, brown sugar blend, 50% sugar, 50% stevia. Give it a try. And fresh cracked black pepper. Okay, so again, I was out and about. I always get the large because I'm greedy, because the subscription lets you get any size you want, but I can make 2 or 3 beverages out of this. So this is just unsweet tea from Panera. Yesterday you all saw me brew the Lipton in the Keurig, but you can get these large unsweet teas at McDonald's, anywhere. All right, so I'm gonna get a glass. I'll put a little ice in it just for presentation. It's already cold. These are alkaline water drops. My test results said that I'm more acidic and I needed to drink more alkaline water. I got these drops on Amazon. You can buy alkaline water already in the bottle, totally fine. To me, it's expensive, so a little bit goes a long way, and the alkaline drops turn regular tap water, bottled water, whatever water, into alkaline water. I was drinking water, drinking water, drinking water. It was just going through me. It wasn't staying to hydrate me. So moving to alkaline water, the last time I went to see my metabolic specialist and, did a little test, I was more hydrated, which we all know the benefits of water. So just giving you that suggestion. And links, I think, are in the description. I'm working on it, y'all. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. You just make my day. All right, I can smell my turkey bacon, so I'm going to check. I never just set it and forget it. Mom taught me to cook by using all of your senses. So when you smell something, check on it. When you see it starting to get brown, turn it over. When you hear it popping, maybe you turn the fire down. Touch on it to see if your egg is still jiggling or if it's firm the way you like it. And of course, taste your food. Don't just plate it as long as it's raw. As long as it's not raw, taste it as you go so that when you put it together, you enjoy. All right, so let's check on this bacon. So I'm going to show you guys what I have. And again, I cook my turkey bacon between these two racks so that it doesn't fly away because I'm using an air fryer that has a fan. Okay, they're going to go back in here, but I'm going to show you what we have. If you remember, this was turkey bacon, and I put black pepper and brown sugar blend on it. And you saw before it was all crumbly, but you see now it's starting to get that nice glaze on it. It's looking good. I may just do another minute just to get a little bit more brown. And then I'm going to take it out. And you don't want to eat it like this because it's still you want to let it set for a minute and let it crisp up. That's how you get the candied bacon. You're right, Condemnia. You like that, right? So you can do this with regular bacon. I'm using turkey bacon, but my oldest son loves it. He'll eat the pack if you let it. All right, so I'm putting the top back on. And so I was checking for the color. Y'all remember our turkey bacon looked like this when we started, right? All right, so let's put this back in the air fryer for a couple more minutes. Thank you, Mona. And actually, that could be a very good snack. I've completely changed the way I eat and the way I snack. I'll snack on beef jerky, deli meat, boiled eggs. Usually I err on the side of protein or start with protein always. I don't eat like chips and granola bars and that kind of stuff anymore because it doesn't really stay around to keep you feeling full. It just kind of goes, it dissolves into dust and then you're hungry again and you're overeating. All right, so we've got our ice and we've got our alkaline drops. You guys saw me just cut up a lemon yesterday. I keep these vegetables and fruits on the counter. So I'm going to put one lemon inside. We're going to make a raspberry lemon iced tea. All right, so I just have a piece of lemon that's going to go in the glass. And this is something that, I work from home gratefully. I'll have a glass in the warm weather months, like an ice glass like this, and I'll just keep refilling it, get a lot of use out of that lemon, and then toss it at the end of the day. Or if it's a cold weather day, I'll do it with hot tea and just keep, the lemon going. So I get good mileage out of everything. Hi, Miles. Welcome, welcome. So happy to have you all in class. Thank you for being here. You have named yourself Maggie Scholars, and I am your substitute teacher. All right. So if you guys saw yesterday, we used this. I'm going to use it again. Skinny syrups and skinny mixes. I love these. This is imagine like a sugar-free grenadine, right? That's what I think of when I'm making a cocktail. But these are 0 calorie and 0 sugar syrups. They have so many different flavors. You can order them online. I need to get the link in the description. If you have TJ Maxx or Marshall's or Ross, any of those types of stores in your area, go to the back where they have the home goods. Okay, that bacon is popping. We're going to give it one more minute because I don't want it to go. I think I'm going to take it out. All right, it's fine, but you all saw that smoke. All right, so you see what we have here. It's a little bit darker. Sorry, I just get interrupted, but sugar, whenever you're browning sugar, and butter too, can go from solid to melted to foaming to sizzling to burnt really fast. So that's why I wanted to get this out. Okay, so now I need to get it up so the air can circulate around it. So I have another tray that has a little bit of a dip in there. I'm coming back to the tea, y'all. So I'm taking my turkey bacon and I'm just sliding it over this one. Okay. So you guys can see, hot. Okay. So you guys can see, Suzette says, Maggie, you are so skillful to do all the cooking while talking to us at the same time. You are super talented and so smooth with your movement and delivery. Thank you for being an inspiration. Ah, Suzette. That means the world. Thank you so much. I actually got some feedback that I was rushed and moving too fast. So I'm trying to slow down and stay elegant so I can represent us all well. But thank you, sweetheart. All right, so you guys see our turkey bacon. It's still got that brown sugar glaze on it. So now it's got a little bit of texture to it, but it's still a little bit bendy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna sit it on the bar, but this is kind of the color I was going for. And like Leanne said, if you like sweet heat, you could put red pepper flake, but you know, my son likes this as a snack. So you can make candy bacon. I'm using turkey bacon and brown sugar substitute. It's hot. Okay. The key is I just wanted to get it up off of the cutting board because in order for it to crisp up and give us that candy experience, you need the air to be all around it. Yes, doesn't it look good, Amethyst? All right, so clean as we go. My little... That has been the challenge for me. My mom is a wonder of like doing multiple things and having them all ready at the same time. But that's a struggle for me. When I first started out, I remember when I was like first married, I'm amicably divorced now, but it was like I would do one thing at a time. Like I would get the bacon done and set. Then I would do the pancakes and set. Then I would do the eggs because trying to do it all, it's a lot. Okay. So back to our beverage. Ice, alkaline drops, lemon, raspberry sugar-free syrup, a little or a lot. I like a lot. Just because I avoid sugar does not mean I don't do sweet. And then, if you had sparkling water, you could make a little spritzer. This is unsweet iced tea. So this could be your McDonald's $1 iced tea. So we have our raspberry iced tea. And just as a little garnish, a little sliced lemon. I had some lemons that were looking like they might, need to be used. So I'm just putting it on the little edge here. It should look better. Mona! Oh my gosh, y'all, I wasn't prepared at all. This morning I got up, I cleaned up. Don't tell anybody, but I still am unpacking from Costa Rica. I know. I got the laundry done, but y'all, we all struggle with something. And I went to service. And then needs watches. I went to the mall because I have my watch guy. He was replacing a necklace for me, but he was closed on Sunday. Went to the ATM because mom needs certain denomination of bills. And then I came home and went live for y'all. Nothing was on the counter, so I'm glad it looks like I'm prepared. But thank you, sweetheart. All right, let me get a straw and let's try our raspberry unsweet sweet tea. And yes, I use plastic straws. This is the one that came from Panera. Don't come at me about the turtles. I love the environment. I do what I can. But I tried the paper straws and no sir, no ma'am. Ooh, refreshing. Raspberry lemon, unsweet sweet tea. Yummy. What do y'all do now? Mona, what are y'all doing now? All right. I think I need some more salsa. I'm out of salsa, but I still have my chips. And yes, I'm going to refill. I'll refill more on the veggies, but I'm allowed 16 chips per day, and yes, I counted them. All right, let's clean up and get ready for our Maggie cakes, my signature item. Maybe one day they'll be in a location close to you. I don't know. getting a few things. I'll give you guys some options. I'll always give you options. Your field trip. Oh, yes. Oh, I didn't even get the salsa. Yes, y'all, when I go to TJ Maxx, where I try, that's why I have delivery services. Y'all know I get in trouble. Too much. I don't want to spend money unnecessarily, so I go if I absolutely have to. But skinny mixes and skinny syrups, you can also buy directly online. I think you can buy on Amazon. Need to get you an affiliate link. That's another way you can support if you want to. Ooh, titanium. I was just about to. All right. So it has cooled down enough for me to touch the rack now. And what I'm trying to, you guys see the ooey gooey, like sticky? Maybe I should separate it. Hold on, I'm just gonna separate them. Yeah, you see how they're kind of stuck together and how they're starting to get some, I don't know what it's called, some structure on their own. And this is turkey bacon. Imagine if it was the real thing. Maggie cakes worldwide. From your lips to God's ears, sweetheart. Oh my gosh, like Patti LaBelle. Okay, let me refill my salsa. I try not to eat while I'm talking to y'all, but I fasted yesterday. I did the egg fast and went to service, so I had not eaten. And I'm trying to take my time and not be rushed. So I'm having a little chips and salsa, but they are cauliflower chips and zero sugar salsa. Mm. Let me have a refresher. So good. In all seriousness, y'all, you're going to hear me talking about beverages and condiments. Even if you want to eat the same stuff, please do you. I support everything. I am not the food police. But oftentimes, like if you bought a raspberry lemonade or raspberry lemon tea at any restaurant, so many calories and so many sugars in the stuff that we drink. I just prefer to eat my calories. So even if you can just change your beverages and your condiments to less sugar and calories, you're a big step ahead. Maggie cakes all day. All right, y'all. Let's talk about these Maggie cakes. Mm. 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 Mm-hmm. The crunch. All right. So when I'm not working or cooking or momming or cleaning, I'm just like y'all. I'm scrolling on social media, but I follow all of the cooking channels. Bon Appetit, Food Network, all of that stuff. And because I work in technology and I work from home, thankfully, I keep the TV on the cooking channels. I used to have the news on, too depressing. So I keep it on mute while I'm doing my thing. And so I see beautiful recipes and presentations of food, and I would look at it and I'm like, oh, that looks amazing. But I can't have that. And I can't have that. And I can't have that. But if I substitute this instead of that, then I can have it. So that's where the whole substitute teacher has come into play. So there was a recipe that I saw for an egg loaf. If you guys saw my raspberry French toast maybe a couple weeks ago, you can make like French bread, French loaf, or French bread, French toast sticks by blending eggs and cream cheese, and then you have to bake it, then you have to slice it, and then you have to pan fry it. So this inspiration came from one night I made. Oh yeah, Sunny Anderson. I'm familiar with her. Is her show gone? Thank you for sharing. I'll have to look that up. So one night I made breakfast for dinner for the boys. They love it. They love anything. They just eat. So they had because I cook all the regular stuff. They had full flavor pancakes, like Bisquick pancakes with the real flour and gluten, Oscar Mayer bacon, log cabin real syrup, and I cook all that stuff. You guys saw last night I made fish and rice and stovetop popcorn. I can't have that, but you cook for the family, right? And I'm not going to make other people suffer just because I don't eat. No, we don't do that. So I cooked all this stuff for the boys. They had dinner. I was cleaning up and I was like, man, I can't have this. I wonder what could I have as a substitute? So that's where the inspiration for Maggie Cakes came from. And I dreamt it up overnight, tried it the next morning, and they were a hit. So less talking, more cooking. All right, you need a blender and you need 2 ingredients, eggs and cream cheese. So the recipe calls for eggs and cream cheese. Y'all know I can't have this. I have it in the house, but I'm sensitive to cow dairy. So my substitute for cream cheese, dun 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 dun, goat's cheese. Goat's cheese has been a lifesaver for me. I didn't know anything about goat's milk cheese, but you can get cheese made from goats. You can get cheese made from sheep. I know it sounds weird, but wherever there's a milk, there's a cheese. You can even get the plant-based cheese. But this is my substitute for cream cheese, for ricotta cheese. It's a soft, creamy cheese. It does have a little bit of an acquired taste. It's got a little bit of a funk to it, kind of like blue cheese or sour cream or something like that. Like, some of them are milder than others, but I am going to tell you it is a little bit different. I'm used to it now, but if you can't have dairy, cow dairy, this has been a lifesaver for me. The other thing I like to do is I like experimenting with other flavors of goat's cheese. So that's what we're doing today. I got this Leclerc. You guys know the Leclerc shredding cheese. I saw this one. This is blueberry vanilla. So it's goat's cheese, but it looks like they've added vanilla flavor and put some blueberries inside. I'm going to add more blueberries. They also have this one, honey goat's cheese. There's cranberry goat's cheese, and there's even different flavored cream cheeses. So whatever soft, spreadable cheese, that's all you need in eggs. As far as the portion, oh, Mona, you're going to use that one from Aldi. I think this came from Sprouts. But yes, as far as the cheeses that I show you guys, if you go to your usual grocery store, you may not find them with your like Kraft cheese in the refrigerated section. You may need to go to the deli. So like where they slice the boar's heads meats, that's where you're going to find some of these specialty cheeses. So like Walmart, you get the goat's cheese at the front, the deli, and then you have to walk all the way to the back to where they have like this cheese slices and the yogurts and stuff. They're in 2 different parts of the store. So just keep that in mind if you're looking. Or shop online like I do. Do they have sugar? Good question, Leanne. They do. And in the beginning, I had to stay away from them, but I'll show you the sugar amount. So I don't know if you can see 3 grams of sugar for the blueberry vanilla. For the honey, 3 grams of sugar, because that's the flavor, or that's coming from the flavor. If you got the plain goat's cheese, this would even be better. Here I come, titanium. 0 grams of sugar for the plain. So if you really want to be strict, like I used to be in the beginning, but I'm still strict, but I allow myself from time to time. The best thing to do, what I did in the beginning when I got my test results and I went cold turkey and like eliminated sugar, get the plain. So this would kind of be like your plain Greek yogurt, the one that's kind of tart that has no flavor. And then add your skinny syrups or your other flavoring to it so you stay 0 sugar. When you go with the ones that have the flavor already, blueberry, vanilla, and honey, they're going to have some sugar. But my metabolic specialist told me, because I'm trying to lose 100, I've lost 75. I'm getting closer to the end, but I'm going to keep going. This is just how I eat for the rest of my life, so more may continue to fall off. Everything that I eat has to be under 6 grams of sugar. So when you guys see me going through the giveaway box and they have some yogurt or some granola or something, and I'm like, ooh, and you always see me turn it around and look, 17 grams of sugar, 20 something grams of sugar. I can't have that. Titanium says, have I ever heard of Greenfield cream cheese? You use it from time to time and it's lactose free from cow dairy. Excuse me, I have not, but it's not just the lactose. And one day we're going to try and see if we can get Nancy on, who's my metabolic specialist, because I'm not a doctor, I'm just a home cooker. But I think it's something about the protein. It's lactose. I think lactose is the milk sugar, y'all. I don't know. But it's something about the cow protein, cow milk protein that my body doesn't tolerate. But I don't have that protein is not there. Is it the casein or wrapping or something? I don't know. It's not present in goat's milk and sheep's milk. So that's why some people can digest it better. But you know, y'all, you've seen the snow frisk that I have, which is like an 80-20 blend. You know, it's not what you have from time to time. It's what you have all of the time. And so just as a habit, keeping the ingredients that are better for me or approved for me, I try to keep those in stock. And so I'm rocking with the goat's cheese. Okay, so the recipe, 2 ingredients. The ratio, 1-to-1. Leanne says you've dropped 6 pounds. Y'all, are you serious? You're down 6 pounds since you started eating the stuffed peppers? Y'all, I'm just sharing what works for me. I am so happy that you guys, you know, found something that works for you. And if you like it, that's the key. I've tried Weight Watchers, I've tried Nutrisystem, all of them work. But when you get off that plan, if you don't like that food and you go back to your old ways of eating, we all know the weight's going to come back. And then as we age, you know, the weight turns into health problems. And so, you know, I always thought that I had to either like my food and not like how I look, or like how I look and not like my food. But what has been the absolute lifesaver and blessing for me is that I like my food. It really is good. So when you guys tell me that you've made stuff and you like it and you're losing weight, okay, Maggie cakes ratio, 1-to-1. Thank you, Leanne. I appreciate that, sweetheart. So this is a 4-ounce log of goat's cheese. So I need 4 eggs. I only have 2 in here. Never fear, more eggs are near. I think these are, yeah, look at me. Medium, pasture raised, farm. Y'all, use what you have. They say brown is better. They say farm fresh is better. Do what you can do, okay? But yes, I do try to eat as natural as I can, but I am not the food police. All right, so I'm gonna open up this blueberry goat's cheese, blueberry vanilla. Exciting. So you guys can see, it's just a creamy, soft, spreadable cheese. Excellent on crackers, probably with fruit, all kind of stuff. And I'm just going to dump it into my little blender. Now, I'll push it down in there. I'm using the little mini Ninja. You can use a food processor, you can use a blender. If you're making a small portion, you can use a little NutriBullet. Use what you have. I'll be going live again tonight talking about appliances. Some of you all have found me from Lead Attorney. I'm so grateful for his expertise, and he told me to do a video on my top 5 kitchen appliances. So I will do that tonight, but I had to eat something first. And I'll review them and cook on them too. I eat twice a day, so I only eat when I go live for you all. So you're a big part of what's holding me accountable. 4 ounces, and ooh, it smells good. It smells like frozen yogurt. Interesting. It's that creamy vanilla and the blueberry. It smells like a treat. Yummy. All right, so let's get our 4 eggs in here. All right, Farm Fresh. So I am using whole eggs. I haven't tried this with egg substitute. I would not recommend it with egg whites, but you may be able to use the pourable eggs. If you do and it works for you, let me know. All right, so I'm gonna crack 4 eggs in here with the cream cheese, or goat's cheese for me. Y'all are gonna laugh at me. Where I live, I'm saving these eggshells. Where I live, we have those horrible little lizards out in the bushes. Anything that scurries and moves fast just creeps me out. So someone said, save your eggshells, and where you see the lizards, put them down. Suzette, you're in Florida. I'm sure you're used to them. I cannot stand anything that scurries. And I know they're good for the environment or whatever, and they're eating, but I don't like them. Okay, rant off. So let me show you guys what we have. So you see here just 4 eggs and the 4 ounces of goat's cheese. I'm gonna wash my hands and I'm gonna push it down below the blade. Oh, I can't stand them. I have the candy bacon in front of the sink. I'm gonna take another peek. Let's see how that's going. So again, if you're gonna do this, you need to do it like before so that it has time to cool. But you guys, it's still got a little bit of bend to it, but can you see here how it's a little bit stiffer than, okay, so you know it's a little bit stiffer than the raw bacon, obviously. So we're just gonna let that brown sugar just cool and get sticky icky. Yes, like and share. Thank you. You all show me love by being here. Even if you're here for the replay, please like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to support the channel, I do have Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. Mona, that is in the logo section if you can find it, y'all. I'm new here. I'm just trying. Okay. We do have 2 channel sponsors in the house. We have Condemnia, and I don't know if Big Bad Bull is on, but I'm so grateful. Once you donate, you become a channel sponsor for life. Completely unexpected, but very much appreciated. All right, so with our goat's cheese here, or cream cheese, I'm just gonna use a spoon and kind of cut it in half so that I can push it down beneath the blades, because when I turn it on, I need it to mix with the eggs. If I had sliced it, you know, that would have been better, or cut it, but I just want to make sure, because I'm greedy, I don't want anything left on the sides. All right. So now I'm just scraping the back of the spoon so I get all my cheese, please. All right, clean as we go. All right, so now we're ready to blend. So again, this is just 2 ingredients. Now, here's the thing. This goat's cheese you guys saw was blueberry vanilla, so it's already got some stuff in it. Snuggles, we had this conversation yesterday. Welcome everybody to, y'all, everybody is welcome in Maggie's class. But Snuggles, you know what you've done? You've actually reminded me. If anybody wants to do a cook along with me, we actually do that here. I just need to know in advance, what is a cook along? I'm so glad that you asked. If you want to cook with me, you can suggest any meal. Give me the recipe in advance so I can get the ingredients. I will make the substitute version and you can make the full flavor version. I've done this twice with Lisa. We did crab cakes once and we did the squash lasagna. It was excellent. And I have those replays on my community tab. So if you're interested, you can go back and see. There's 3 ways to participate in the cook along. The first way is just what you're doing. Just sit back, relax, watch, and let me cook for you. Or level 2, you can cook with me, but off camera, or you can cook afterwards. Some people use the replay and stop and pause as they need. And then just post your finished product or tag me or inbox me if you don't want to post it. I love to see what you all make. The third, Snuggles, when you're ready to cook with me, what we'll do is I'll give you the link and I just want to test it out ahead of time so that, you know, I'll be like, okay, are you ready to blend? And I'll hold up my ingredients and you hold up your ingredients. And that's what we did with Lisa. We actually cooked in real time. So that's how the cook along goes here because I'm not just talking, I'm actually cooking. So if anybody's interested, you just let me know and let me know what you want to make. All right, but since Snuggle said you came to watch me cook, here we go. So what was I going to say? Blueberry and vanilla cream cheese and eggs. If you're using the plain cream cheese or the plain goat cheese, it works fine. You'll get just golden brown pancakes, and I'll show you how, Maggie cakes. But if you want to, you can put stuff in the batter. You guys have seen me add vanilla paste to it, a little sugar-free caramel flavor in it, cinnamon, nutmeg. Try it plain and then doctor it up however you like. All right, so we're gonna blend. But everybody is welcome in Maggie's class. You are all Maggie's scholars, so I'm so happy to have you here. All right, so excuse the blending. Here we go. All right, so that didn't take long at all because it was just a 4-ounce log of goat's cheese. My blender, I have to keep my hand on it. So what I'm doing is I'm feeling just to make sure that everything is whizzing through with the same texture and you don't still have lumps of goat's cheese or cream cheese. I'll show you guys the batter. Interesting. So you can see, because we have that blueberry goat's cheese, it's a little bit darker in color, but it is supposed to be more watery, a little bit more runny because there's no flour. So the Maggie cakes are gluten-free, sugar-free, and dairy-free. All right, so let's get rid of this. Put our blades away. I've tried this with goat's cheese right out of the fridge while it's cold, works fine. And I've tried it with goat's cheese that you let kind of sit and soften, works fine. I don't think I'm going to make all of them today because I'm going to save some for our video later tonight. But the batter will keep. So let's see, maybe I'll make a full stack. But you can blend. So let's say you have a 10-ounce log of goat's cheese or an 8-ounce block of cream cheese. You can do your 8 ounces and 8 eggs and go ahead and blend them. And then whatever you want to cook, I'm going to show you how we cook them. And then the extra batter, you can refrigerate this. I've let it sit for a couple days and make it later, and it's perfectly fine. So my little Ninja blender has a little top that you can store stuff with or put in another container. Whatever works, whatever you like. All right, so we're going to use the dash today, and then later tonight I have something a little special I'm going to use. I get so excited when I make this because I know it's going to be good, especially after fasting. And it's like guilt-free. There's nothing better. I'm just cleaning this off because it gets a little bit of butter on it. So I am going to be using tonight or today the Dash Mini Griddle. So this is the one that's the smooth surface, $12.99 at Target. I think I need to find a link for you guys. I know we have some new Maggie scholars that are part of the military. So thank you for being here and thank you for your service. You can absolutely make these Maggie cakes on the stove. I'll give you guys some tips on how to do that. But I love the little griddle, just like a George Foreman grill. It cooks from the top and bottom, so it cooks quickly. This would be great for kids under supervision, hotel room, dorm room, and then our brother who reached out in the comments that said that he liked the omelet, the microwave mug omelet. Not everybody has access to a kitchen, so this is something that you can use to make Maggie cakes or eggs or lots of stuff. Okay, so it works just like a George Foreman grill. You plug it up, the light comes on. When it reaches the temperature, the light goes off. You pour your batter in and you close the top. But in order to get that nice golden brown, you want to use butter. And of course, I have regular butter in the house, but I'm sensitive to cow dairy. So my other substitute, you guys know it well, this Delamere goat's butter. This is butter made from goat's milk. Looks like butter, tastes like butter, cooks like butter. What does Leanne say? Leanne puts little chunks of butter in the batter after you pour them in the pan. I may do that. I love that idea. So when you cut into it, you get the nice little butter experience. Whew. Y'all, this is when I get excited. Okay, focus, Maggie. So this is what I usually do, but I'm going to try Leanne's way too. I love this community. We're all greedy. So this is my goat's milk butter. It just looks janky because I use it, but I buy it in bulk. So what I do is I take my stick of goat's milk butter, and I'm going to hold it up so you guys can see, but I put it between each pour too. So just like a magic marker, I just go over the top and the bottom of the griddle. Now, if you're using a stove or something else, you can just put a pat of butter, but you guys can see there, I want nice coverage. That way, when you pour the batter into it, that's what gives you those nice little crispy edges, and it gives you that beautiful brown color. Oh, getting excited. Leanne, we're gonna put some butter in these Maggie cakes. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and plug this up. And you can melt the butter and use a pastry brush just to be fancy. Absolutely. I just rub it on like a magic marker. All right. So I'm going to plug this up, and I'm going to go throw these raw eggshells in the yard because I don't like looking at them. Crap. Dripping. And come wash my hands. And then we'll be ready to pour our first Maggie cake. All right. So let me wash my hands. Y'all, every time I wash my hands, I'm looking at that candy bacon, and when I tell you I want to bite into it now and taste it, maybe I should try one for research purposes. Greedy. So they're just sitting over here. Turkey bacon, brown sugar, and pepper. Just letting them cool. All right, focus, Maggie. All right, so in all seriousness, if you guys look at, okay, I got a little chunk of blueberry goat cheese, it's fine. If you guys notice the color here, it's a little bit darker than just regular pancake batter. That's because this goat's cheese had blueberries in it. And I'm also going to put fresh blueberries on it. That's what makes it amazing for me. So I have some fresh blueberries left. When you have the fruit blended inside the cream cheese or goat's cheese, it's going to change the color. You can see here, this is the plain goat's cheese and this is the honey goat's cheese. So you can see one is a little bit, hopefully you can see, one is a little bit, y'all know what I mean. Oh, it's ready. Let's pour. All right, so what I've done is I poured the batter into the griddle, but before I close it, I'm gonna take a few fresh blueberries, and then I'm just going to lay these on top randomly, or you can make a decoration. Kids could help with this. They probably think it's fun. So I'm just putting this in the batter. They're not blended in, but what happens when blueberries get hot, they get sweeter, and then the skin kind of gets thin and it bursts, and you have that experience that Leanne is talking about. All right, so let's close it. All right, let that cook down. Let's clean as we go. Oh, Leanne says you can freeze the butter and grate it into your, I've heard that with biscuits. What a great idea. I love that. I am going to, thank you, Mona. I'm going to cut a few small pieces of butter. I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna do it in all, I'm gonna do it in the last one. I'm gonna make them per usual, but I love that. So Leanne, the reason I use the butter as a like a magic marker to coat is for non-stick purposes and to get that brown. So question for you, Leanne, when you put the butter in the batter, does it still give you that brown color on the pancake, like the nice little rim and the cover of brown, or is it just like little pockets of melted butter, which is totally fine? Because I'm wondering if I should do it in addition to or instead of, if that makes sense. All right, clean as we go. So it's just doing its thing, closed up. I should have a time. I don't know, let's say 2 minutes, but I listen and I look, and then I just pop the top open and look at it, and if it's not done yet, I close it back. I'm a cooker, I'm not a baker, so there's a lot of stuff we just kind of eyeball, but I know that's not helpful when I'm teaching, so I'll try and get better about giving you guys instructions, but I'm teaching you the way Nana taught me. Use all of your senses. I kind of overfilled it, so I have some batter leaking out the side, kind of like a waffle maker in the hotels when you overdo it, because I'm greedy. So I filled it all the way to the rim, especially when you're going to be placing blueberries in. Give yourself a little bit of room, because when you put those blueberries in, it does kind of make your level rise a little bit. It's fine. Let me cut up some of this butter. Leanne, you got me thinking. Y'all, this raspberry lemon unsweet sweet tea, so good. Mm. So yeah, Leanne, I don't know if you heard my question. And I don't know the delay, y'all. I'm using some software to try and help me do everything. And Mona, the moderator, is here helping me stay hands-free. I'm cutting up little squares of, okay, so Leanne says in regular pancakes you get little pockets of butter, and it kind of gives you a little crust with regular pancake batter, but it gives it a more crisp texture. That's good to know. Okay, so I'm cutting, like I said, I'm not going to do it in all, maybe the last two pancakes, because I'm going to make a stack. So I have just, you know, a little pat of butter I cut into little bitty pieces just to melt down and give you little pockets of goodness. Ho, ho. Y'all, I'm getting excited. All right, let's check and see how this one is looking. Oh my heavens. Oh, I'm getting excited. All right, square plate, white plate. I'm gonna show you guys what I have. When I'm cooking something that's darker, I use a white plate so that the food pops out for presentation. When I'm doing something that's lighter, like eggs, I use a dark plate for contrast. Little presentation tip. All right, going around the side. Wait till y'all see this. I'm just going, I got a little crust around the edge. It can sound good, but you know what I mean. Here I come. Just making sure that it comes up off. And we're gonna make at least a 3 stack, maybe 4. Look at the bottom. Condemnia, your first Maggie cake, and it just gets better from here. All right, so we're gonna do the second one, goat's butter, top and bottom. Just a little circle. And then pour the next batter. I think I'm doing all of this, y'all. I'm getting excited. And then the blueberries. Oh my God, Mona, doesn't it look good? And then some fresh blueberries. I did wash these. I had them out. I think this is from Condemnia's omelet. I didn't eat them. So I do have some fresh blueberries. Place your blueberries in so you guys see what I did here, and then close it. So you see your fresh blueberries and you see how they cook down and almost turn into, like, for me, it's like little mini pockets of jelly. But here's the key to the Maggie cakes. I need butter and syrup on each layer. So going back to the goat's butter, just a little pat, not a whole bunch, but you've got to do it while it's warm. So I put the butter on the pancake. Ooh, even the plate's hot. Y'all, I'm getting excited. I'm gonna make this stack. I'm gonna have the candied bacon. I'm gonna have my raspberry lemon unsweet sweet tea. I'm gonna sit down and chow with y'all. It's gonna be so good. Okay, see, we're already melting. Hold on. Buckle up, buttercup. You can use any syrup that you choose. Watches, I'm telling you. Beverages and condiments. This is what I'm using. Walden Farms blueberry syrup. Another one. 0 calories, 0 sugar, no gluten, no anything. I don't know, y'all. This is what's been approved for me. They have a whole line of condiments. I'm just shaking it because it came out of the fridge and I want it to pour nicely. They have a whole line of 0-calorie condiments. Suzette, that's why I was asking what kind of condiments can you use. It's an apple cider vinegar base. Y'all see? Our butter has melted. And now I'm using blueberry syrup. If you want to use regular, use regular. It's kind of coming out thick. I probably should have taken it out so I can get that nice pour, but it's all right. I like most of the Walden Farms things, and I think I have a link. Their syrups, ketchups, cocktail sauces are really good. Their spreads, so like the mayonnaise, the jellies, the peanut butter. Yeah, I'll let you guys know. But yeah, so this is what I use. This is what I use. Absolutely. Thank you, Mona. So we've got our first layer, y'all. Wait until you see the stack. This with the candied bacon. I just put it in the air fryer out of the way. Yes, absolutely. If you want to cook with me live, you're more than welcome to. If you're curious what that looks like, look on my community tab. And I think earlier this week, one of y'all asked me to post it. I post for you every day because I eat every day. So when I'm cooking or when I'm traveling, you'll see the travel blog there. And I indulge when I'm on vacation. I eat what they eat. Whenever I'm finished cooking, like today, once we get our finished product and you all see me taking pictures, that's where they go. They go on my community tab. And they also go on Instagram. I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, on all platforms. And you can always see what the finished product is. And then you can go back and watch the video if that's helpful. Hey, Angela. Yes, to make a vegan version. Oh, okay. So what I would recommend for you, okay, vegan sweetheart, let's see. I don't know if you've tried the Just eggs. If you don't, I have no idea what happened, but I was talking to Angela. Glad you guys are still here. Thank you. Welcome to anyone who's new. Welcome back to anyone like myself. I don't know what happened. But Angela, I saw your comment. A vegan version, I would recommend the Just Eggs, which is made from plants. So that's the pourable egg substitute. Number 2 is done. Hold that thought, sweetheart. So this is what we have. This is what we have. Number 2 is done. So I'm taking it out of the griddle. Of course, you can do these on the stove. And I'm putting it, here's our second pancake, y'all can see. And I'm layering it right on top. So I get a stack of pancakes. So I'm gonna make number 3, and then we're gonna do our butter and syrup again. Back to the griddle. And I'm coming, Angela, butter on the top and bottom, a little circle, and then pour your batter. Oh. Mona made the pancakes. Mona made Maggie cakes, y'all. And that just makes me so happy because, y'all, my palate has completely changed. You know, for the first 40, however many years, I'm 46 now, I've been doing this 3 years. For the first 40 years, I had this standard American diet, sad. I was eating fast food and ripping and running. Y'all, we're all the same. Ain't nobody that special. So when you guys try this stuff and you tell me that it's good, I so appreciate it. Pancake number 3 going in and closing. All right, so watches, hopefully you can see. We're gonna do our butter and syrup. Okay, so yes, for you, Angela, for the vegan version. And if you do try it, sweetie, let me know how it comes out with the just egg. I eat eggs, but I'd be curious to see how it comes out with the egg substitute. And then if you're vegan, I know Kite Hill, Kite Hill, makes a vegan cream cheese. I think it's made from almond milk. Don't quote me on that, but I know Kite Hill makes a vegan cream cheese. So you could do just egg and Kite Hill cream cheese. And I know there's some vegan butters. So give it a try. So you guys see the crispy edge around the top, the edge and the top, that's because of the butter. If you don't do butter, you'll just get that yellow color, which is fine. But we know we want that butter flavor. Don't forget the butter chunks. Yes. Okay, the last 2 will be chunky butter. All right, so, and I'm using blueberry syrup. Again, you can use whatever syrup you like. This one is coming out kind of thick and kind of gloppy. I probably should have taken the syrup out of the fridge so that it could thin a little bit. Or you know what? I'm wondering if I have like a squeeze, you know, like a squeeze thing that I can drizzle. Y'all know me in my presentation. Are we all right? I don't know what happened. Give what a few seconds in the microwave. Oh, Leanne. I love that. Thank you. See, I love this community. All right, butter chunks are going in for the last 2. You know, that's what they do at Cracker Barrel, right? They give you that warm syrup. Why didn't I think about that? I just need something with a spout. So not a whole lot, but that way I can get that pretty drizzle. All right, so let's see how pancake number 3 is coming along. Not bad. Maybe like 10 more seconds. So Angela says you're gonna try a tofu and vegan cheese mixture. Now tofu, what would that be? Is that a mixture of tofu to get the cream cheese texture? Okay. All right, much better, Leanne. All right, pancake number 3. Beautiful. So this is our double stack that we have so far. I'm using a small spatula because I have small pancakes. They're about the size of my hand. And layer on top. Okay, focus, Maggie. Let's get the butter on here. And we'll do the syrup in a moment. All right. I'm buttering the griddle. I think I can get 2 more. I'm doing the whole thing, y'all. I'm pouring my batter. I'm going in with the butter chunks, Leanne. Don't forget the butter chunks. Let's just see how this, and our fresh blueberries. Cookbook cover ready, Mona, from your lips to God's ears. Yes, y'all. We've talked about this. A Maggie cookbook will come one day. I'm going to be here with you. I've been eating regular for 40 years. For the next 40 years, we're going to be in class together. That's a long class. All right, close this up. But yes, I'm going to do an interactive cookbook for you guys. The idea is, of course, the recipe and the pictures, but they'll also have a QR code so you can scan in the cookbook, the hardcover book, and it takes you to a video of me actually making that recipe. So we have our 3rd stack, and let's see if I can do a little bit better. There we want. There we go. We wanted that nice pour. And we're not done yet. We got 2 more to go. Yes, I'm making a 5 stack. It's just too good. Or should I stop here? I'm feeling greedy, but the other thing, in all seriousness, y'all, this is just protein. So when I make these Maggie cakes, because it's just eggs and cream cheese, there's no flour, no sugar, no dairy, I'm full for hours. So this is a great meal, and it's so good. All right, I'm starting to clean up because once the last pancake or Maggie cake comes off, we are going to chat and chow. Smell a little butter burning. Let's open it up and look. Still need some more time. I got 2 tortillas left. I'm snacking on cauliflower tortillas and salsa. Y'all can hear that sizzle? So what happens when you put the fresh blueberries in the griddle? When they get hot and they like burst, and then that blueberry juice, I don't know what it is, hits the griddle, and that's what that like random sizzle is. It's so good. Okay, if you don't have a griddle and you need to cook on the stove, I'm going to show you a couple things. Eating my last, scraping the sides. This is my snack, and fruits are my snack, so I'm having fruit with my Maggie cakes. It's so good, y'all. I'm gonna put my unsweet tea away. I'll refresh later. I'm still working on my unsweet raspberry sweet tea. Y'all, I like my food. It is so good. In all seriousness, it's finally allowed me to feel confident that I'm going to reach my goals because I know I can eat something I want to eat that's good for me. All right. Ooh, looking good. 20 more seconds. All right, so if you need to do the Maggie cakes in the stove, it's totally fine. Number one, use non-stick. I don't have good luck with stainless. Number two, butter. You can use oil, but I like the browning that you get from butter. Number three, use a smaller skillet. You saw that that batter was very runny. It's gonna fluff up like a pancake. I'm gonna show you. But if you use a big skillet, especially if it's not hot, and you pour the batter in here, it'll just spread and you won't get that uniform size. That's another thing I like about the griddle. Let me check. Almost. I like the smaller ones, again, about the size of my hand because that rim in the skillet gives you a natural little stopping point. So when you pour the batter, they're all gonna be about that size. So I fill it, I pour slow until it gets to this point. Then you want to cook it like on a medium low. You're going to start to see a little sizzling around the edges. You're not going to see bubbles pop through because it's not flour. But once you see the edges starting to brown, get a spatula and a bigger one. Oh, looking good. Go around the sides and then go underneath the pancake. And the key is flip it low to the pan. So don't lift it up high and try to flip it up here. That's how you get that splatter. Go underneath and as close as you can to the pan, flip it quickly that low. That's the best technique. And if you're on later tonight, you'll see me do that on something new. Okay, back to the butter griddle. You're welcome, Mona. That's what I'm here for. All right, so this is the pancake with the butter pocket. So you see what Leanne said, I put the butter pocket with reverse, right? So you see like there and right there, I have a couple little craters from where the butter is. I'm sure when I bite into it, it's fine. If you're gonna do this, I wouldn't do it on the pancake on the top because I'm crazy about presentation. I like that uniform browning, but I'm sure the flavor is gonna be great. All right. So here's our 3-stack. Yeah, I'm feeling greedy. I feel like I should stop here. I have a little bit more batter left. I'm doing it. Last one. Just so I can get the dishes. All right. Okay. All gone. I don't rinse. My dishwasher has a disposal inside. Fresh blueberries. And it saves water. There you go. And clothes. I'm not going to do the butter Leanne, but I am going to taste it in this one. All right. And then we'll do, we probably don't need butter and syrup on each layer if you're going to put butter inside, right? But I'm feeling almost bad, but you guys can see here our stack. Sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. One pancake left, and then I'm gonna pull up a chair. And of course, I'm gonna be a little extra. I have a little something I wanna put for just for presentation. refilling a little bit of the blueberry syrup just for the last one. Didn't really need it. And cleaning up. Maybe you guys can help me. I'm going to tell you something funny. So a lot of you have found me from Lead Attorney, and he's amazing. If you don't know, he is a now retired attorney who took up YouTube as a pandemic passion project hobby. And he's doing so well now that that's his full time. And so he has a course that I have taken, and I'm in his Patreon. So, thank you, Lead Attorney, for all the support. But one of the assignments that he gave us, those of us that are up and coming, is to find other content creators that kind of do what you do so you know what's happening in your space. Y'all, when I searched live cooking on YouTube, I found 2 people, and it was like hot dogs. Nothing wrong with hot dogs, but what I found was people cooking live things like frogs or lobster, or you know how they do that weird like soup, but it wasn't like people cooking in real time. So let me know if y'all know of anybody else that cooks live. I know about Cooking with Aisha because I want to make sure that I'm, representing us all well and getting better. So I'm not seeing too many other people. I used to make videos like everybody else, but bringing y'all in the kitchen with me is just fun because this is actually my food. Like I really eat what I'm making. Oh, titanium, I need a food photographer. A macro lens would really make the food pop. You may want to speak with Before the Billions to see if he can help. Thank you, because it's just me and my iPhone. Y'all, last pancake is done. Wait till you see it. This is what I want. Oh, color. See how it's fluffed up? Even though it's just egg and all right. Breakfast is ready. Let's get our last little butter. I didn't put butter on the inside because I want that homogeneous look on the top. But Leanne, that's a great tip, especially for biscuits. I don't eat biscuits, but if I were making biscuits, you want that nice crumbly little pockets of butter. But yes, titanium, thank you so much. All right, again, while it's hot, our last sugar-free, calorie-free, dairy-free, gluten-free syrup. And one little thing, Angela, you want to do a vegan channel. You got to work up to being on camera. I know, sweetheart. It's funny. All right, we're going to chat in chow. I got one little fancy thing I want to do for you all. All right, completely optional. Take my apron off. Sit down and have brunch with you guys. That drizzle of syrup, I know. A little dusting of powdered sugar, but it's a sugar substitute. This is Swerve Confectioners, so it's gonna give me that powdered sugar experience. Get it together, Maggie. So there's brown sugar, you saw that on the bacon. There's table sugar, or sweetener, and this is powdered. So I'm gonna do, again, 0 calories, 0 sugar. I'm just gonna do completely optional, a little dusting of powdered sugar, and the remainder of the fresh blueberries. Breakfast is ready. All right, I'm gonna cut into it. Oh, I gotta take pictures for you. Let me plate the bacon. I'm so excited. Leanne says you're making a grocery store run. Leanne, are you going to do goat's cheese or cream cheese? And has anybody made them with cream cheese? I'm sure they're fine. Let me just clean up here, y'all. Oh, I gotta take a picture because this powdered sugar starts to melt. Oh, thank you, Mona. I got my little thing in the dishwasher. I get excited when it's time to eat. I feel like I'm trying to be graceful and elegant, wash my hands and sit down nicely, but sorry, y'all. All right, so our bacon has been cooling. Just wipe off the counter. Proper portion is probably 2. I can't wait. Mmm. 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 Greedy. Ooh, that black pepper. Stuck together. The brown sugar. I don't know. Can y'all see? Let me get some pictures. They're going to go on my community tab. This is what I got. Titanium. All right. Take pictures in turn. Take pictures in turn. Okay. Some with the flash, some without the flash. This is me. I'm the cook. I'm the host. Now Mona's the moderator, but I'm the photographer. I'm the teacher. That's why, Snuggles, I can't just bring people on. Like, I got a plan for it. Y'all, these pictures are lovely. Okay. We take cut into it so you guys can see. I want to know if Needs Watches and Condemnia are still on because they, I think, are new to the Maggie cakes. Can y'all see? Titanium. I thought that, but I'm like, y'all, I'm already greedy. Let me sit down and eat. Come on. Time for study hall. Big Bad is on, another channel sponsor. I'm gonna sit down and eat with you guys. Big Bad is another channel sponsor. Again, if anybody wants to support, there's the Cash App. Here I come, y'all. Ugh. Instagram. Oh, hold up. I gotta get the other one. Ugh. All right, let's see if I can. All right. Oh, I need to get a fork. So you guys, you see how you can have the pancake experience? Sugar-free, dairy-free, gluten-free. Yes, let me get a fork. All right. So this part of class is our chat and chow, because I want to come back to Angela's question. But yeah, Suzette, not sure if you're still on. Who hasn't seen this? Condemnia. Yes. Thank you to our channel sponsors for not only subscribing but supporting. I have a Cash App which is up there if you guys want to, completely optional. I am grateful for you just being here. You guys are helping the channel grow. I also have a Venmo, and then we'll move to the PayPal. But you guys see, this is what I dreamt up when I made pancakes for the boys one night and I couldn't have them. And I do this at least once a week. And again, we didn't use the stove. We used the mini dash. And it's just eggs. Okay, this is way too big. My etiquette teacher would be on me. So if y'all weren't here, I would shove it in. So speaking of that, Angela, you want to do a vegan channel. So I'm going to tell you, sweetheart. Let me show you the PayPal too in case anybody wants it. Yes, Suzette. So sometimes I'll have these for dinner, especially after a fast. Titanium. Oh my God. Y'all, when I tell you, I'm gonna take a moment. A moment. It is so good. Okay, get it together, Maggie. But y'all, it really is good. Let me see. Okay, you can see. Angela, you said you wanted to do a vegan channel, but you're nervous about being on camera. I totally understand. In all honesty, I work in technology, so I'm in Zoom meetings all the time. So I appreciate when you all are like, oh, you look so nice. I do this for work anyway because I just want to present myself well and, represent us all well. So, I've been corporate since college and I had to get up and present every week, for 2 years in graduate school. So it's just something that you practice. The first time is always the hardest. If you go back and look at my first videos, I didn't have equipment, so you saw like the food and then just this part of my body, which is not what I'm trying to do. And then I had to like bend down to talk, and I'm like, okay, I'd rather keep the camera up and lift the food up. But, the story goes with Maggie, the substitute teacher. Again, I'm new, so I'm so happy that you all are here. But since I've been on this health and wellness journey for like 3 years now, I always used to post the finished product. So on my page, like my Facebook or Instagram, you would see this. Leanne knows. We used to work together. She's known me for 20 years. Y'all, I was a little heavy on the pepper. But if you go back in my social, you will see, in my opinion, beautiful food pictures. And Titanium, it was just me and my iPhone. I don't have anything professional. Suzette was like, oh, your production quality. Y'all, it's just me and my iPad. So I would post pictures up of the finished product and people would comment on my page, did you make that? And I'm like, yeah, I made that. Again, not really thinking. I'm thinking everybody can do this or everybody's doing this. And so what I started doing then is posting the before and after. So I get all the ingredients out on the counter, like my spice rack over there that somebody commented about. Y'all, these are amazing. So I would post the before and after picture. And I was like, okay, now people can see like I'm actually making this stuff. And then people would comment, how did you make that? And I was like, oh, okay. So then I would go in the comments and I would just start typing, like I would explain how I made whatever I was eating. And you know how you comment and people come back and you comment more. And so it just all came to a head, you know. I'm new to lead attorney, and I heard him on one of his shows once say, if you're over 35, you have knowledge that people need to know. You should start a YouTube channel. I never thought about it, y'all, because when I would post my food, people would say, oh my gosh, that looks amazing. You should make a cookbook. Or when you make a cookbook, I want an autographed copy. Or, you know, always you need a cookbook. You need a cookbook because you do need a cookbook. And I always used to think, oh, maybe one day when the boys are gone, I got a lot going on. You know, all the stuff we always say. And you just kind of had it in the back of my head. I was just over here minding my business. And then I heard lead attorney say, if you're over 35, start a YouTube channel. You have expertise that people need to know. And I'm like, you know, people are kind of always asking me about food. Maybe I should start a YouTube channel. But I'm like, God, it's so saturated. Everybody's cooking. Everybody's, you know, whatever. So my very first videos, Angela, if you go back, you'll see it's just the still pictures and it's me narrating. So I'm just saying like a slideshow. Here's a picture of the ingredients. This is where I got them. Next slide. Now this is me cutting the vegetable or cutting the next slide. Like it was really like that. And then somebody was like one time, are you going to do a cooking demonstration? I never thought about it. You're right, Mona. That's what lead attorney said. We all have knowledge, right? Big Bad Bull said I'm helping him. And when y'all tell me y'all try this stuff and it's good or you've lost weight, I'm like, because I'm not a doctor. But sometimes we get in a rut. So I'm glad to be some inspiration. Excuse me. So when someone asked me, hey, are you going to actually do a cooking demonstration? And I was like, y'all actually want to watch somebody cook? Because y'all know, like most cooking videos, you know, what is it? It's like after the fact. Or if you're watching a live cooking show, you know, they do the thing and then they open the oven. It's just miraculously done. And it's like, come on. Y'all want to see what really goes down, right? Mm. Y'all hear me say all the time, I don't know. But so yeah, I decided to go live. And ever since then, I never looked back. So that's a long-winded story time for you, Angela. If I can inspire you, it is going to be awkward. It is going to be weird. But, you know, vegan is a big thing. I'm not vegan, but there are people who are. You could build a community of people who really are looking for plant-based everything. Mm. Y'all, you cannot tell me. If I put this in front of you and said, I made you pancakes, you would eat this. No, what do people watch live on TikTok? I don't know. Do I not want to know? Because y'all know. Maggie don't know stuff. I just be saying stuff, and then you're like, that's not what it means. And I'm like, but let's talk about that. TikTok. I do have a TikTok account, but in order to go live on TikTok, what I've learned is that you have to have 1,000 followers. I have like 40. So right now I'm focusing on where I am, where you all are. But if you do have a TikTok, if you would look up Maggie the Substitute Teacher, and then maybe I'll go live there too. That's where the kids say I'm supposed to be. So Leanne wants to know if they have an eggy taste. Good question. Not an eggy taste, a little bit eggy texture, meaning French toast. You know how French toast, you get to the toast, but you've got a little bit of that egg, or maybe a lot if you do a lot of batter. To me, this gives me the pancake experience because I can't have flour, and there's no flour in here, but the way that they cook up and fluff up, it's like a pancake stack to me. Mmm. Mmm. Leanne, I got one with the butter. Ooh, that was a nice little surprise. Ooh, little butter pocket. Ooh. Y'all, the stuff that makes me happy. I got a nice little butter pocket there. I am not watching. No, no, ma'am, no, sir. Yeah. But I say give it a try. Look, I have Bisquick in the house. I still make the real stuff, for the kids, but I actually prefer these now. Um, when I eat the way I used to eat, all of those side effects that I used to have come back. Meaning, mm, 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 mm. Thank you, Mona. I had really bad joint pain. I injured my knee like we all do. I was traveling and it just wouldn't heal. I was limping around. Y'all see how I'm moving around this kitchen? I do a lot. I don't sit down somewhere. But we all deal with stuff that I thought, oh, I'm just getting older. I mean, I'm older, but I'm not old. I'm 46. And having to lay down after I eat some foods, having a headache, um, just feeling bloated, really foggy. Sometimes people have migraines, people have eczema, people have joint pain, all this stuff that you think, oh, I'm just getting old. But y'all, I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again while I'm sitting here. I put this food sensitivity thing to the test and I was shocked. A lot of the things that we think are just aging or symptoms, or I don't know why I break out when I whatever, a lot of it is food. So for me, just having that list, having the information, now I know. So if I go on vacation and I'm eating rice and beans every day, like we did in Costa Rica, I know why I kind of have this like knot in my stomach. Like it's just like, I just kind of feel, I don't usually, I don't process that well. So when I started with Nancy, my metabolic specialist, have I tried this in the waffle maker? I'm getting to your question, Angela. The answer is yes. It was okay. I'll tell you what I like better in the waffle maker. Mm. Oh, greedy. So I went to see my metabolic specialist January of the pandemic year because being home has really helped me. I know a lot of people have struggled, but it's really helped me. So I remember it was January 2020. Did the test, got the results, cleared out the fridge, got all the substitutes. I'm cooking with gas. When I started this, I call it an elimination diet because I just eliminated all the stuff that was on my no-no list, right? Within 2 days, 48 hours, all of those symptoms and joint pain that I was struggling with went away. I thought my mind was playing tricks on me. Like I told you, I had this bad knee, I had back pain, I had all this stuff. And I had just gotten used to it. Exactly. So, like, get out of bed. We all go to the bathroom first thing in the morning. And I had that kind of knee where, you just kind of have to like warm it up. Like you hobble the first few steps and then work it out or walk it out. I used to be an executive for, Coca-Cola and great corporate job. I had that 2 hour commute, all that stuff. And I had, the type of thing where once I would drive downtown and I would get out of the car, I had to like stand next to my car and kind of shake out my knee a little bit, y'all. And I was just like, oh man, bad knees, just bad knees. So I remember 48 hours after I started the elimination diet, I got up in the morning like I always do and just walk into the bathroom. And I got to the bathroom and I'm like, I'm not limping anymore. Nothing hurts. Like, that's weird. Now, you all know in 48 hours, 2 days, you hadn't lost any weight, you know? But I felt pain free for the first time in years. Y'all, I was taking like 8 to 10 Tylenol a day. Started with 2, Then I needed 4, 6, 8, 10. And I remember one time I was looking for something stronger because I ran out of Tylenol. And that's when I was like, okay, this is not me. So I was like, wow, this food elimination thing or food sensitivity thing, this might be really a thing. Because I was like, really? The stuff that was on my list, chicken, coffee, dairy, citrus, gluten, I'm like, I eat that stuff all the time. So I substituted turkey for chicken, almond milk for dairy milk, tea instead of coffee, you know, stuff, other vegetables instead of gluten. Now, some stuff has fallen off the list, but in the beginning, I went cold turkey. And I was like, wow, maybe this is really a thing. 2 days into it, I'm moving without pain for the first time in years. And if you've never dealt with chronic pain, young people, hear me and hear me well. It can be debilitating. And I'm an active person. I'm not a couch potato, so I don't like just sitting down and letting life pass me by. So here's the punchline. We had a cruise planned for Valentine's Day. So like a month into it, I started in January. In February, and I told the metabolic specialist, I was like, look, I'm going on this cruise. It has been paid for. I'm going, I'm having a good time, and I want to enjoy myself. She said, go, have a good time. We'll see you when you get back. And I was like, wait a minute. She sounds a little too happy for me to go. I went on the cruise. I ate everything. Real pancakes, real syrup, real dessert, all the full flavor stuff, biscuits, the fruit, the coffee, the dairy, y'all know. On day 2 of the cruise, I woke up and all of the symptoms that I had came back. Woke up to go to the bathroom on the ship and I'm limping. My back pain is back. My knee pain is back. I'm bloated. I'm tired. I'm cranky. All of that stuff came back. From January to February, I think I'd lost about 10 pounds. So obviously in 2 days on the cruise, I haven't gained 10 pounds back, but I'm like, okay, yeah, this is a real thing, because all the stuff that now I hadn't gotten used to, I'm not taking a pain pill now. I'm, looking, what is the word? Scavenging? I don't know. Looking for pain pills. I was miserable. I had a great time. I ate everything, but that's when I said, I can't wait to go back home and eat my food again. And that is when I knew, okay. So that's what I do. When I go on vacation, I eat what they eat, but I know I have the information now. And so that's why this is what I'm going to be doing for life. Okay, so Angela says, have I tried making it in a, or stuffed in a sandwich? No, I haven't. If you do, let me know. But what I have done is a chaffle. So that's egg and cheese, but instead of the creamy spreadable cheese, I use a shreddable melting cheese. So either like pepper jack or the manchego, which is the sheep's cheese. It's kind of my substitute for Parmesan. Put that in the waffle maker. Make a stack of waffles. Do your butter and syrup. Excellent. I've also done it like a bread substitute, made like a pastrami sandwich. Also done it savory as a pizza crust. So make the chaffle, tomato sauce or pasta sauce. Find a sugar-free version or 0 sugar added version. Cheese, whatever you like on your pizza, pepperoni, mushroom, peppers, oregano, under the broiler. Mm. Mm. Food makes me happy. I'm almost done, y'all. I know we're going long today. Oh, absolutely, Angela. So yeah, like I said, for me, this started because the weight was turning into health problems. But everything that I make, if you can have it, Use real flour, real butter and syrup to make your blueberry pancakes or muffins or whatever. But this way, when I'm cooking for others, I get to have something that I want to, which is important to me. Mm. And I feel great. Y'all, especially as we age, we are supposed to get older, but we're not supposed to be worn down. I'm not going to preach. I'm not going to say anything. Everybody does what they want to when they're ready. But just know that if you feel bad all the time, you don't have to. Mm. So I am scraping this plate. And then the last thing that I want to do, y'all remember that chicken I was marinating? I'm going to put it in the air fryer, see if I can put it on the rotisserie spit, because I'm thinking about that for Suzette. I saw chicken on your list, so I'm thinking about some meal prep stuff for you. And we'll just let it cook. And then when I come back on later tonight with my top 5, maybe our rotisserie chicken will be magically done. Thank you, Titanium. My TikTok is very sad, y'all. I haven't been giving it a lot of love, but I need to make my way over there. So thank you. Now I have, 43? I'm new, so I'm trying not to spread myself too thin. But I'm going to make my way to TikTok and go live. You guys have encouraged me. And Angela, when you find your tribe, like I have my Maggie Scholars, I have my channel sponsors. Shout out to Condemnia and to Big Bad Bull. As always, if anybody wants to support, appreciated but never expected. Just so grateful that you're here. But Angela, you know what happens? I felt very strange and awkward and weird cooking because I'm not perfect. But you know what? We're not supposed to be perfect. Nobody knows everything about their craft. So whatever your hobby is, if you're into, I don't know, woodworking, gardening, there's always something you can learn. That's why I have the cooking channels on. So, if you have a story to tell, try it. What's the worst that could happen? Well, okay, maybe I don't say that. With cooking, things can go very bad. But you guys have seen me. Angela, if you go back and look at my shepherd's pie recipe, I did a live on St. Patrick's Day because I'm Irish. Not really. It was a joke. But, we love everybody here. But I made a shepherd's pie with mashed cauliflower instead of mashed potato. It came out great, but like everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. I opened the dishwasher. I wear glasses. The steam from the dishwasher fogged them. I couldn't see. My hands were busy. I couldn't be. It was a whole thing. So, but, like my scholars love me and I love them back, you will find your community of people who are really into what you're doing and they'll support you. And that's what keeps me coming back here. Yes, y'all are going to help me get there. All right. Brunch was excellent. Maggie cakes were excellent. I'm going to clean up and I'm going to see if I can get this rotisserie chicken on the spit. And then I'm going to shut it down no more than 15 minutes. I'm so happy you all are still here. And then I'll get myself together for the top 5 video tonight. Clean up. Okay. Oh, it was vegetarian. You're on blood pressure? Oh, you were vegetarian. Okay, here I come. I'm going to refresh my tea. 1 minute, sweetheart. I'll be right there. All right, let me wash my hands. Y'all see my setup here? I'm not a professional. It's just an Amazon ring light. Oh, but y'all keep my secret, right? Make it look like I know what I'm doing. All right. Again, I use the mini dash, $12.99 at Target. So Angela says you were a vegetarian, but you're still on blood pressure medication. Exactly. And you're going vegan got you off of them for 5 to 6 years. See, I'm telling you, there's always, it's where there's a will, there's a way. Congratulations. I'm really happy for you. That's awesome. We're all struggling with something. And if you're not yet, I don't wish bad on anybody, but you know, life happens to all of us. Life happens to all of us. So I'm really happy that I've made changes. I feel amazing. And I just move so much better, which is important for me. All right, cleaning up. Got to get the industrial apron back on. Take off my watch. And get that chicken out. Get the bird out. The next part of our cooking class is not vegan, so Angela, just plug it up here because I'll run the battery down. But this came in the giveaway box, so from time to time, I like to make a whole chicken, whole rotisserie. Link in the description, Brandless cleaners if you want to support. Feel free to take a look. Clean as we go. There'll be another bonus in tonight's video, but you know, use what you have. Just, you know, those little like griddles and George Foreman grills, and y'all see my counters, they're this dark like granite. So sometimes stuff spills on there and you don't see it. So I'm always cleaning as I go, wiping, 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 just to make sure everything is clean. All right. Y'all are still here. It's amazing to me. This is amazing. All right, wash my hands. And I just use the wet paper towel. I just wipe my, you know, not a cleaner, but just wipe the stuff that you touch. Maybe I'm a clean freak, but you know, if you got a little syrup or something on it, you know, clean up after yourself, especially if you share a space. If you're alone, do it anyway. All right, so we're going from the delicate apron to the industrial one. This is from Paris, but it's nice and sturdy. So, chocolat. We're gonna deal with the chicken. The air fryer that I have has this like rotisserie spit option. So whenever I get a whole chicken, you know, they say you can buy chicken pieces, that's fine. But they do say that if you're able to get the whole bird, I don't know, maybe it's better, maybe it's healthier, but you just know everything came from the same animal. So this is something that you could do on the weekends. That's what mom used to do, like, you know, for meal prep. You can completely skip this and buy a rotisserie chicken. Or you can roast it in the oven. Just taking my stuff off because raw chicken can be messy. But, you know, got a chicken in the giveaway box, so I'm going to give it a try. We're not going to sit and wait for it to cook. Come on, bracelet. Oh, man. All right. I don't want to. Get it off myself. Okay. Gloves. Disposable gloves are a good household staple. Hopefully you can find them. But whenever I'm handling raw meat, I like to have gloves on. Yes, thank you. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for subscribing. And I do usually go live about twice a day. So if you don't catch me live, that's totally fine. You can catch me on the replay. But if you want to know when I'm going live, I try to schedule them in advance. That's one of the things that Lead taught us. So you guys will get notifications and maybe a reminder that I'm going live. Looks like some torture stuff, right? Not me. So there's lots of different air fryers. We're going to talk about devices later tonight. But like I said, my air fryer has a rotisserie spit. So we're going to thread this through the chicken. And then these little pointy pieces keep it together. Let's see if it is small enough to roll around in that thing. And then this little device lets you get the chicken out so you're not touching this lava hot metal. All right, so I'm going to change the foil. This is left over from our candied bacon. So I'm going to put on a new piece of clean foil. Trying to wear all these different layers, it's a lot. All right. Again, the air fryer is just like a convection oven, at least mine is. So it has a fan, so it moves the heat around and it cooks things faster. That's all it is. You could do this in the oven. All right, so anybody who was on a couple days ago, you remember our bird. What does Titanium say? Just a mental note. I heard if you schedule a live on TikTok and you are late, they will put you in TikTok jail. I will make my way around to it. But thank you for the tip, Titanium. All right, guys, so if you were with me a couple days ago, we marinated a whole chicken. And I'm going to show you what we have. Bob the bird. What I like to do, you can see this is a huge Ziploc bag. I was looking for the gallon size was too small. So I was looking for like the 2-gallon size. I need to order some. What I do, and a great hack if you have like frozen fish or chicken or whatever you want to marinate it, I take it out frozen and then I put it in a Ziploc bag. And God, it's heavy, y'all, sorry. I put the whole can of, this is Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse seasoning. I put it in the cavity. I put it all over the bird. Whew. And I just kind of massage on the outside. And then if it's frozen, you know, every few hours or like twice, just go in there and kind of move stuff around because, you know, as it thaws out, it'll make like a little pocket of what's thawing out. So that way you get it to thaw and you get it to marinate at the same time. Mona, is that for me or for Titanium? I didn't know about that. I am not trying to go to TikTok jail or any jail. I'm just trying to make these snacks. So I will find my way to TikTok. All right, so let me see if I can get the cutting board. All right, so again, we're using the cutting board with the little grooves. In case anybody didn't know, these grooves are when you're handling something that can drip, like this raw chicken. Or what did we cut? When we sliced the orange. If you use just a cutting board that's like this side, which is fine, but it may leak out onto the counter. So I'm using this side with the little moat. Who is trying to go to TikTok jail? Y'all, really? Okay. So we're gonna get our bird out and put him on the cutting board. I think it might be too big. Oh God. Yeah, that looks kind of big. All right, let me get rid of these gloves and I'll get a fresh pair on. This is going in the trash. But you guys see all of that just from the chicken. Whew. I don't know, we'll see if this thing fits. This is what we have. So I put the seasoning all in the cavity, took the giblets out. And that way, you get the buttery steakhouse flavor on top. And then also when you bite into the meat, because it's been in the fridge for a day or two. So it's time to cook it. Just sitting in that Ziploc bag. All right. I got a bad feeling. We'll give it a try. All right, so I've got this weird looking, I know my fingers are ashy from the gloves. I don't know what they're called, but they hold the chicken together. Let's see if it works. So this is me and all those gadgets and you're like, what the heck? So you take, I don't know what it's called, but you take that off, take it off on both sides. And I'm gonna see if I can thread this through the carcass. I know, sorry bird. So we've got our chicken on the spit. We'll see if it can turn in there. It might be too big. And then we take these things and we put them back on the tips to hold the chicken in place. If I can. All right. So you got to push those pointy things into the flesh. Oh, crap. Lost my screw. Oh, titanium. I don't want you to spend money on what? This air fryer? Let's see if this works. This would be great. Who said the Cornish hens yesterday? If you had a smaller bird, this would work great. But it is nice, you know, if you get a whole chicken, you know, or you want to make a nice presentation for a roasted dinner. I'll show you what we have so far. So you see it's in there and I've got that screwed on, but I don't know, y'all. This is a big bird. Big bird. Let's see if I can go through on the other side. Like I said, you could roast a chicken. If this doesn't turn, I'm just trying to thread it. Here I come. Turn this. It's got like a little groove that you twist on it to make sure that it locks so that when it spins around in the rotisserie, okay, whew. I'm going to show you what I have. It looks crazy, but so you see, I had to thread it and then put those prongs in there. Wash my hands. Now I'm just wondering about these wings. So if you can see on the side there, there's little grooves for the rotisserie. So if this thing were small enough, I'm supposed to be able to put it in the middle of the air fryer, and then it has like a little groove that it sits in, kind of like when you go to wash your car at the car wash, and you know how they tell you to put it in neutral, and it kind of takes the wheels and puts them in that thing. So once I get it set in there, then it turns and it cooks the chicken low and slow. I feel like this is a big bird for my air fryer, but I'm gonna try it. I should have tested it. I'm just trying to remember. See, there you go, Angela. You're supposed to put it in one way, and I think it's on the left side, but we'll figure it out. All right, so we've got our chicken in there, but I just want to make sure that it's going to turn. All right. The only way to know is to turn it on and press the rotisserie button. Let me wash my hands again. But if it does work, it's a great way to cook a whole chicken without heating up the whole house. Yeah, I don't know what they do on TikTok. Y'all know what we do here, and y'all know what we don't do here. I know there's a lot going on in the world, some good things and some not good things. But here, I just make the snacks. All right, it's not turning, so I don't think I have it in the grooves right. Let me fix it before it gets hot. All right, I got it. I don't know if y'all can see from here, but it is turning. Now here's the problem. The chicken is kind of big, so it's gonna turn. Maybe I should have tied the wings and legs. Look, I do what I can. Let me wash my hands and see if y'all have any other questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up because we're done. Oh, Maggie, the fine auntie. Yes, I'm happy to be your fine auntie. Let me refresh my beverage. Clean our counters. Put our gloves away. Probably should take a picture for my community tab of our Mr. Bird in there. And I'm going to clean the counters one last time. Whew. All right, y'all, looks like our chicken is turning. I'm excited. Your chicken is going. You have a pot roast in the pressure cooker. Awesome. What are you having with your pot roast, Titanium? Mona says, what goes on over here is Maggie, the fine auntie, throwing down in the kitchen with her bomb and healthy recipes. Absolutely. Y'all know what we do on this channel, and y'all know what we don't do on this channel. So thank you, scholars, for representing us well. Yes, wash my hands. And Titanium, I still have 3 pieces stuck together of candy bacon. I think what I'll do for dinner, we're doing the rotisserie chicken. So we're gonna let it cook. Maybe I'll pull off some shredded breast meat once it gets, it's probably gonna take about half an hour. So we're gonna let it do its thing. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. And maybe I'll pull off some shredded chicken over a salad, cut up the bacon, make it honey mustard drizzle with some tomato. Oh, salad for dinner. All right, well, you all, we had a wonderful brunch. I'm so glad that you were here. We had our blueberry Maggie cakes. Ooh, you like raw, you're having a salad with it. Raw veggies, potatoes, and carrots. Awesome. But yes. What was I saying? But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get our top 5 appliances video ready. We'll do that later, maybe 7-ish, I don't know. But I wanna make sure I complete my assignment. I'm so happy that you all are here. Thank you for supporting, liking, subscribing, and sharing, and just being here and keeping me company in the kitchen. So Instagram, thank you and good night. Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook. I'll see you guys in the next video. We're gonna let Mr. Chicken do his thing. He's turning around in there, and I'll post on my community tab. All right, you guys.